We talked about it a little bit right there. The biggest thing that I help clients to be able to do is put them in the driver's seat in their life. They're coming to me because they are needing support, making changes, become aware of why they're doing what they're doing. There's things that are not working in their life, and they're not having successes, whether it be in their business, whether it be in their, the arena of finances, attracting money, the relationships. I've had some clients that have actually come to me at the end of their work careers and go, now I'm moving into the second part of my life. I don't even know who I am. So what I really help my clients to do is to be able to find out who they are. Find out what excites them. Find their passion, their purpose. And that's really what we're set up to do. The biggest thing though, none of us, none of us is able to be able to go after what we're going after, even when we get new information, new knowledge, new awarenesses, until we're able to recognize why we haven't done it before now. What have been some of the resistances or some of the stories we tell ourselves, some of the excuses that we rely on? And I mentioned something earlier about our economy. I've had so many people say, well, the reason I'm not succeeding in my business is because we've had a tough economy. Well, that's a nice story, and they can rely on that one for a while. In fact, people have been going on that one for 2 or 3 years right now and not doing anything different in their business. So if we can help them to understand that that's been a crutch for them, and they're using that as a reason why they're not moving forward in their business, or using past relationship troubles for why they're not able to attract the kind of relationship they want, or whatever that is, until we identify what's kept them from succeeding, that's stuff they're going to carry with them. And most of us don't realize we're carrying it. We don't realize that we've got this resistance, we've got this fear, we've got this story in ourselves. So it's working on us when we don't realize it's working on us. So the coaching process, if a coach is willing to be honest enough and a client's willing to hear the truth, when those times come up, the process is that they get to find out who they are, and then they get to make empowered decisions around that. And and the reality is, there's no special magic about it. It's really helping a person be able to travel through some of those really difficult and scary places in that process, and being willing to fearlessly, being willing to push someone to a place that they haven't been willing to go on their own. That's what the whole coaching thing is. I've not been willing to find that place on my own, but I'm willing to let you push me to help me get there. Because I want to get there. I just haven't found a way to be able to get there on my own. That's what you're able to do if you're my coach, is to help get me to that place right there so I can be empowered and move on in my life. So it helps me to get unstuck. My wife and I'll ask ourselves that every once in a while when we play the lotto and what might happen. My immediate response to her when she'll ask that question of me, and I'll tell you right now, is I'll get up tomorrow morning and I'll follow the schedule I already had in place because I'm living my life the way I'm intended to live it. Now, what it'll do is it'll give opportunity for us to sit and daydream and go, and I want this to sound so real. There's things I'd love to be able to do for the people that I can't right now. I mean, I really can't. Sometimes I even feel pain around that. $1 million would allow me to be able to do some things for others that I can't do today. And it doesn't mean I want to give it all away. It means I want to do things for other people because there's so much joy that I get out of that. And that's not me saying I wouldn't look after myself either, but I wouldn't change much of my life. I like what I do. I like who I'm with. I've created a life that, if you will, is a reflection of how I've learned how to succeed in just about every endeavor in my life. So I wouldn't change a lot right there. But you know what? It might change when I take a look at my credit card statement will come in next month. It might change how I feel about that when it comes in. So I think just the idea that I'd be able to have something to be able to do more with who I am in relationship to others.